Good evening, everyone. An early morning operation by federal agents in Stoddard County is raising lots of questions.
Yeah, it comes just 3 weeks after the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms and Explosives announced it's offering a $5,000 reward for information related to an arson investigation in Puxico. The investigation centers around the February fire that started at the Midway, a bar, restaurant and banquet hall. That fire spread to several connected structures, causing extensive damage. According to the ATF, investigators have determined the fire was intentionally set. Now, after ATF agents arrived in Puxico this morning, we asked if there's any connection between that and the fire investigation. A spokesperson would only say agents were carrying out, quote, authorized law enforcement operations.
Ahmad Lathan went to Puxico to hear what residents had to say about having federal agents in town, and he's live in the studio now with that part of the story. Ahmad?
Jeff and Kathy, it didn't take me long to find folks in Puxico who knew federal agents spent a couple hours in their small town this morning. One of our photojournalists saw around 10 law enforcement vehicles here at the intersection of Puxico Boulevard and West Click Avenue. There are several houses out here. This neighborhood is a short drive from downtown Puxico. Here's what some locals had to say about federal officers being in their town.
That's something I've never seen in my lifetime here. It was kind of a shock, like, whoa, what's going on this early in the morning in our little town?
Just pure shock that something this crazy can happen in a small town like this. And that's big stuff happening in a very rural area.
Both residents tell me Puxico has not felt the same since February, when the Midway fire did so much damage to the downtown. Again, we don't know if the ATF operation today is tied to the ATF arson investigation in Puxico. For more information on that and the reward being offered, look for my story on your KFES News app. Kathy, back to you.